let's bring in our first guest. We've got Stratbase Group President Dindo Manhit on the line. Hi, Dindo. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
Dindo.
Dindo.
Hi, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Dindo, go ahead.
Sir, let me ask you to put on your hat first as a political scientist. Yung SWS survey commissioned by Stratbase doon sa senatorial and party list elections. Punta muna ako sa party list. Number 1 yung 4Ps at 10.44%. What do you think is the reason for that? Is it just the name 4Ps that makes people want to vote it into office?
A simple analysis really reflects that. And no, kasi the brand by itself reflects how positive that project was or is, if it continues to be. So it was. Personally, I believe, I don't know why it was allowed by Comelec to have that kind of brand.
Kasi sa pangalan lang, kumbaga, dinaan sa pangalan, parang gano'n.
Meron pa nga po SSS, GSIS, party
Yes. So that's something that I hope our Comelec also can address.
Dindo, yung margin of error ba ng party list at saka margin of error doon sa Senate survey ay magkapareho? Dahil mas marami kasing variables yung party list kumpara sa Senate. So, do they have the same margin of error?
The whole survey, of course, this has other issues also. We're still waiting for the socioeconomic data. So, at least 2% margin of error. But as you said, Ronald, the party list, kasi it's unique that it's top of mind. Plain and simple awareness and top of mind. That's why I said positive awareness.
Sir, sunggaban ko na sir, yung number 2 at least dun sa sa March survey. Number 2 sa party list is Duterte Youth, ang taas 8.42. I know they won a seat na rin before. But I don't remember if they were also this high before but it is a remarkably high
Yes, but always remember that survey date is February 15 to the 20th. This was the height of social media noise. Always take note of the period. So it could have been influenced by the strong noise pro-Duterte during this time. Can they sustain
Dindo,
it? That would be the question.
Punta na ako doon sa mga senador, Dindo. Siyempre, yung notable ay yung medyo malaking pagbagsak ni Ate Amy, no? Doon sa outside at 12 and medyo mababa yung binagsak niya. Ano kaya yung reason for that?
Senator Amy, and I think even her decision yesterday, when I said that she is breaking the coalition for his brother, he said he would get a released editorial list. Because her threat has always name.
Sir, sorry, sir, medyo choppy, sir.
Break up.
Yes, sir. We'll call. Yes, sir.
As I was saying, is this better? Is that the problem with Senator Amy Marcos is that her support base is really the what her sudden positioning as center of Duterte really confuses the general public. It loses.
Tingin mo, Dindo, itong...
as we step from the alyansa, the brother.
Tingin mo, Dindo, itong susunod na survey nyo ay mas bababa pa si Amy considering na talagang gumuhit na siya laban sa administrasyon? Where before, yung survey period nyo, kasama pa siya sa administration. Ngayon, hindi na talaga siya kasama at hindi naman siya tinanggap sa Duterte slate. So, tingin mo ay yung ganitong klaseng kalagayan ni Amy will affect negatively yung kanyang chances sa next survey nyo?
I think it will be taken negatively. Number one, she loses the political machine that comes with the coalition of 5 parties, biggest parties in the country. Second, will she now stand side by side with Sara Duterte to get the votes of the Duterte, which I don't think will happen. So it's a miscalculation really on her part.
Dindo, flesh out that thought for me. Why do you think it won't happen?
Will the Dutertes really position themselves with another Marcos, or will it even translate to to the Duterte's followers and not the Duterte to accept that she's truly anti-Marcos. You're dealing with voters. You're not dealing with political leaders.
Dindo, isa pang remarkable, yung pagkaakyat ni Senator Bongo, number
Yeah.
1 na siya.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Considering the sentiment
it's
against the
consistent.
Dutertes, bakit ganon?
So this is
You
the
always-
first to
you
add
always
on.
remember,
This is
you
the
always
first.
remember that,
This is the first survey since the arrest. We should point out March 15
Yes.
to March 20
close
is
to
when
the
it was
arrest.
conducted. Yes.
So the boost, President of the support for President Duterte's allies, Bongo, he benefited from it, and we see that in the numbers. And it worked well for him because previous surveys he was different from the Dutertes. That he had his own persona, malasake, healthcare issues, and now you add this strong association with the Duterte. Again, these are what we call snapshots. Always remember that. And snapshots see what the public feel at this moment, these days of the 15th. Yeah.
I think
Pero
it,
bakit kay Senator Bato de la Rosa hindi nag-work? If there's going to be a sympathy vote for Duterte, hindi ba dapat kasama si Bato? Yan ang chief enforcer niya
Maybe on the part of Bato, this is the boost that she got already. Maybe he was on a decline already and even got a boost, even though he lost 2%, because it's within the margin of error. So it's possible that really he has not really defined himself against the issue of, unlike in terms of the Senator Bongo, was positioned himself differently. The part of Bato, he was positioning himself on even being proud of the EJK initiatives or the part of fighting crime. So maybe the
Yes.
public is even divided really on this issue.
right. Dindo, you have any insights on Camille Villar? Of course, we know at this point both her parents have spoken out in support of Duterte. And we're seeing, and again, in this latest survey, nasa cut-off na siya between 12th to 14th place. And according to our resident pundit Ronald here, yun yung mga delikado because the first, usually, what was your, ano sabi mo before?
Well, yung
Pag nasa
last-
10th, 11th, 12th place
Yung last 4 kasi, delikado yan.
Ayun.
Dahil maapektuhan niya ng machinery.
Yeah.
Especially during the midterm, di ba, Dindo? Plus minus siya,
Yes.
15% eh. Kaya yun yung tatama kay Bato, kay Aimee. No? Yun ang mga
and
tatama.
now we're seeing Manny Pacquiao, Camille Villar at that
Yes.
level.
Ang interesting, Reg, ay lumalabas sa, hindi natin verified na the administration is talking to Kiko and Bam. Ano? Well, dininay ni Toby
Deny-
Franco.
Dininay-
Pati ni Kiko at saka ni Bam.
Everyone denied it.
Paano kung ganyan naman yung mga usap,
That
sikreto
point,
pa yan eh. Diba?
That
I-announce lang
point,
yan pag tapos
Ronald,
na.
no? If you are Senator Kiko, Senator Bam, it's time also to rethink their position vis-a-vis the Duterte arrest. They tend to be playing in the middle when they should be positioning themselves strongly there. They don't even need to be part of the coalition of Marcos, but really find a way to capture the votes that is supportive of that arrest.
When you say playing in the middle, you mean steering clear of the issue. You want to see them more
Yes.
vocal.
Hindi daw kasi people's issue.
I would not like to see them. I don't know if it can be people. Kahit sabihin mong 25%, 41%, 50%, that's still a percentage that can make you win a Senate.
So, ang sinasabi mo, Dindo, mas makakatulong kay Kiko at saka kay Bam kung gagawa sila ng clear position for or against the Duterte.
Yes.
Rather than makikinabang
Yes.
sila doon sa present non-position nila.
Oh.
Yung,
Yes.
saan sila mas
Because right
makikinabang
now,
sa for or
if you're
against?
seeing, for me, they will never be seen as a pro-Duterte senatorial candidate. So why stay in the middle?
Oh. I mean, I guess the narrative that they're trying to push is we're above all of this, right? Ito yung
That's the
away,
problem.
ito yung away Duterte
nobody's
Marcos.
Hindi to away Duterte Marcos. This is away between governance. That's why may impeachment at yung issue ng pagpatay through EJK. So this is not
Yeah.
Marcos Duterte. It's the Dutertes who wants to define it as Marcos and Duterte.
Yeah. Yan
So it's
tatanong ko,
not
Dindo,
valuable to
can
the
you
two.
afford to Yan ang tatanong ko, can you afford to keep your head above the fray? Is it a fray? Kung
Right
kandidato
now,
ka.
it's a fray driven from political noise, but this is where the science behind any campaign strategy comes in. Who is your constituency? Will those who are above the fray have enough constituency to push them to number 11, 12? No? Like, that's why if you've noticed another name, a former senator, Senator Hunasan, suddenly goes all out for Duterte, hoping that he gets a boost. Or he will not get
Pero
a boost.
bumaba
So,
siya eh.
again, the next survey will reflect that. No? But all those that is within the Duterte camp, if you will break down the survey, because I've seen the breakdown, they're getting votes from Mindanao, the different regions, beyond Region 11 or Southern Mindanao. That's why the boost of, and something that I'd like to point out also, where Bongo de la Rosa are doing well, Willie Revillame is doing well. Is he also a
Mga
secret
entertainer
candidate
yan
of the Dutertes? No? So, baka naman may push for the three. Baka they're the real candidate. So we'll see if Amy Marcos gets the boost in the next survey or Camille Villar.
Tingin mo ba, Dindo, yun din ang dilema ni Francis Tolentino? Ano, dati siyang head ng PDP laban eh. Tapos lumipat siya sa administration. So, sa administration, siya yung pinakamababa. Is it because hindi pa siya totally tanggap
Actually,
as administration? Tapos medyo galit sa kanya yung mga Duterte dahil tumalon siya? Nandun ba siya sa ganong klaseng kalagayan? Kung bakit siya yung pinakamababa sa administration
Posible
slate,
yan.
Dindo?
Oo, posible among the slate kasi may awareness naman siya. Or it's also reflective of his 6 years. Baka naman he has failed to define himself. What does he stand for in those 6 years? So minsan, for the incumbents, you have to realize also you're being judged for your 6 years.
Dindo, may tanong ako, bakit mataas yung rating ni Coronel Busita?
Si Coronel Busita is a
Yes.
YouTube legend.
Yes.
Oo, ako
Sa
yung
YouTube
kilala
siya.
yan. So, pinag-aralan ko, no? Sa YouTube,
Kasi
ang galing ng mga
5 yung anong
production
yan,
niya.
he's 21st.
Yeah, ang forma niya is para siyang pinakamatapang sa Kongreso. It's production, but when you watch his video, as if he's the only one asking those questions in Congress. Na alam naman natin, we don't even see him in Congress. So that's the
Talagang magaling
power
yung packaging,
of social media.
Then nagtataka ako,
Yeah.
tingnan mo yung
Ako, I
mga,
myself, because-
he's above 40 candidates.
Pero sir, kasi I think he's also captured the rider community.
Yes,
Di ba?
Okay.
I was gonna say,
But Ed, where is the rider party list?
Yung kanyang party list na one rider, nagtatap sa party list dati yan eh.
Oo.
Nasa number 1,
Dati,
number 2, number
hindi
3.
ngayon.
So meron
Oo.
siyang
Pero
machinery,
I'm just
meron
saying
siyang
na-
network.
Oo, pero nakakadag for the Senate yung kanyang posturing. Watch him in YouTube. You'll be surprised.
So he's a social media star.
Dalawa sila sa
Yeah,
Congress
for-
right now
for
eh.
his constituency as
Si
a top
Congressman Rog
brave
is the other one.
congressman. Yeah.
Na pro-administration.
Yes.
Pero si Marcoleta is practically the candidate of the Iglesia ni Cristo eh. Pero he's not
So
doing
it's
well.
nice to, of course, these are surveys, right? So, hindi na reflect ang political base ni Marcoleta. But if he doesn't make it even in the top 16, it follows by argument really that it does not matter yung Iglesia unless it's a close fight.
It doesn't matter?
Oh, yes, because it only matters if you're number 11 or 12. You
Nasa-
can't even win one candidate for yourself. So I've always argued that it's a
20?
bonus to
22.
candidate, but it
22.
cannot deliver you for victory.
It's not going to be a last-minute surge of block votes for him. I mean, I guess we were talking about this earlier
good
sa
to wait.
election
Yes,
meeting.
it's
Actually,
good to
Dindo,
wait for
nagulat
five
ako eh.
months.
Magkapareha sila ng billboard, magkasama sila ni Kibuloy. Makakadagdag ba kay Marcoleta yun o makakabawas?
Iba ang basa ko dyan, Ronald, sa mga networks that you also talk to, siyang pinupush lang sa candidate ni Duterte by the Iglesia among LGUs.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll leave that there for now. Thank you so much for joining Storycon and your insights. As always, Dindo Manhit, President of the Stratbase Group.
Salamat, Dindo.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Dindo.
Maraming salamat.